guys, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we are gonna go over my top 5 favorite highlighters. So when it comes to highlighters, I usually get a lot of questions on what type of highlighters I use and stuff like that. I am, of course, a woman of color, so when it comes to that, finding a great highlighter and something that's going to work is very important. So for one, you want a highlighter that is going to show up on your skin. First of all, that's the main point of putting it on. It has to show up on your skin. 2, you want one that is not going to make you look ashy. There are so many highlighters that I have used and tested out, and some I still even have in my collection that I just can't use as a highlight on my face because it's going to make me look ashy. It's, you know, it's not meant for a person of my skin tone. You know, it's usually meant for someone who is lighter. So yeah, that's another reason. Well, the third one is going to be one that fits for you and one that you enjoy. So when it comes to highlighters, I noticed that there's a lot of different intensities inside the highlighter. Some people like the more natural glow. Some people go for the extreme, you know, like bam, I got a highlighter on type of thing, like I'm glistening type of one. So you have, you know, it's kind of one of those things that you have to test out and play with. Since I do that anyways, I think I'm a great fit for, you know, sharing one that will work for you. So I actually have 5, and the 5 I have range in, you know, price. There's drugstore ones. Actually, there's a lot of drugstore. Most of them are drugstore. There's only one okay, there's 3, 4. Anyways, there's 2 of them that's big higher in price. One of them is a drugstore one, and the other one, of course, is high end. So yeah, we'll just get into those. I'll start off first with the drugstore ones because that's easier for people to get. It's, you know, cheaper, all that type of stuff. So the first one I like to talk about is this one by e.l.f, and this is the e.l.f golden bronzer. So I use this in a lot of my videos. If you guys watch my makeup tutorials, I highlight with this a lot because I find that it really works for me, and it works for the type of look I want. So if I don't want something so, you know, bam, you know, I'll go for more of the like darker tones. If I want something more bam, if I do want something that is more, you know, of the bam side, I usually just mix them all together, you know. So you can play with it as you like. You can build it up. You can use other products with it. You don't have to use just one highlighter. You can use 2 highlighters if you want. But this one being e.l.f. in more on the cheaper side, I think this is $3 or $5. I'll have all the information, you know, down below. But I think this is completely perfect. It's actually one that I'm wearing right now. So yeah, I have it right here on my, you know, tops of my cheeks. I have it down my nose. I have it right here. I have it on my cupid's bow, and I have it on the bottom of my chin. So yeah, this is what I'm wearing right now, and you can't even tell that it's an e.l.f product, aka drugstore, you know, on the cheaper end. Related to that, if you want something that is like the e.l.f golden bronze but not so technical with the 4 different shades inside one palette, there is this one, and this is by Hard Candy, and this is the Hard Candy So Baked Bronzer in Tropics. I only know that you can find Hard Candy only at Walmart. That's the only place I've seen Hard Candy at. I think that's the only place they sell Hard Candy. So if you don't have a Walmart near you, you can always order it on their website. And I'm pretty sure the shipping for Walmart is like $5. So this one is really nice. I do have to say, if I'm out in the sun more and I get darker than the tone that I am now, because this is my tone, I'm like not probably not my face because I'm highlighted up, but my body that you're seeing right now is my color, you know what I mean? I'm not in front of any fancy lights, like I'm just in front of the window, so this is my color. Yeah, so if I do stay out in the sun, I do get a bit darker. I noticed that this color has a hard time showing up if you want that nice glow, and you have to bit it up. I know, what was I, an NW40? I think it was NW46 at one point in MAC, so Studio Fix. And when I was that color, this for me didn't really show up. So if you are that tone, I wouldn't recommend this one unless you want to try and build it up and see how that works. I know for me, I didn't really enjoy it then, and I, you know, fallen back in love with it because now I'm a bit lighter, so it works. But it looks like this. It had a dome. Of course, it has no dome now. But it is super, super beautiful. It gives you that nice golden look to your skin, which is really pretty. You have to remember that since we are, you know, women of color, and that's what I'm making this video for, you have to remember that we can't always use what the other girls are using when it comes to highlighters. So if they're using something more lighter, you know, that's gonna look nice on them, but it's gonna look like, you know, kind of like, basically, I'm kind of like drag makeup, you know, per se. Like, I have no problems with my drags, you know, but that's not the look you're going for. I mean, unless you are going for it, then yeah. But yeah, so that's what I recommend. And this is, of course, drugstore. So the last low end type of drugstore one I have, and this is probably the lowest, and yeah, probably the lowest one, and this is the Wet n Wild from their Color Iconic line, and this is in Ticket to Brazil. So this one is, it's a bronzer, so I mean, yeah, I mean, so it's a bronzer, so it's gonna have that nice highlighty look, but of course it's going to be more on the goldeny tone. That is what it looks like. It has a little bit of shimmer, but it's not super shimmery. So if you want a highlight but you don't want, I guess, it looking so like white-ish on your face, you know, like, yeah, you want something more of a golden color, like something to make your natural skin like pop, I would go for this one. This one is definitely going to make your natural skin pop. The hard candy one can do the same. Like I said, if you're basically my skin tone to lighter, because like I said, if you're a little darker than my natural skin tone, I don't know if it's going to work. 'Cause, yeah, experience. Okay, so the next drugstore one, and this is the last drugstore one before we get into high-end one, is this by Pacifica. And this is the Pacifica Natural Minerals Coconut Multiples. So for this one, you can get this at the drugstore. I got this at Target. I actually got this when it was on their end cap for like markdowns. I think I got this for $6, and I'm pretty sure it runs for, I think, 20, something like that. So it's like one of the high-end drugstore type of things, but it is Pacifica. Their products are really, really natural. So if you have sensitive skin, I would recommend this, because I mean, it's not gonna break you out. It literally smells like coconut. It feels like, it just feels natural. It's natural, okay? And so if you have a problem with breaking out, this one is gonna work for you, okay? It's just gonna work. Or if you already are broken out, you know, and you want to go light, this won't work. So yeah, so this one you get three. You get a dark colored one, you get a pinky tone, and of course you get like your ivory color. With these ones, I kind of use them all, you guys. I really, really like the way they look. if I'm going for something more on the closer to my skin tone, I will use this brown. This pink one, I noticed that this pink one also works good on the cheeks. If you put a little bit on the cheeks, like let's say you're using a matte blush and you want it to have a little bit of glow, you can use this pink one. This pink one also works good as like on your lids if you want a little lid color, or on, you know, on your lips. Just like multifunctional, this whole palette. But this one, the ivory color one, that works good as a highlight. I like to sometimes go with that all over my face, you know, in the parts I highlight, and then put my highlight on. Yeah, so this will work good. Like let's say you are going for a natural face, or you're into that natural look, or you're not even into makeup at all, but you just do the basics, like literally the basics. I would highly recommend this because you would really like this. So for the girls that want to go all out, and when I say all out, I meant like don't care how much money it is, don't, you know, just want the highlight type of thing to be like literally on and popping, and you just have time like that, then I would recommend this one. This is by MAC. This is kind of high, of course, it's a MAC product. I'm not really sure how much this costs now. I think when I got it, it was 20 something, 25, 23, something around that range. But I had this for a while, and this is the MAC Iridescent powder / loose powder, and this is in golden bronze. This color is so beautiful. I remember, let me tell you this little story. So when I first got this product, I was like still new with the whole put makeup on your face. I was really good at eyes, you know, like whatever I used to do eye makeup, but face makeup I was having a hard time. And I remember one time I thought that this bronzer went all over your face. I remember putting it all over my face, and I thought I looked good. And that day that I used it, I was also going to a funeral, my great grandma's funeral, and then everyone told me I looked good until I got home. So imagine, you know, like the funeral lasts for hours. And I got home, I looked at myself, I looked like a freaking clown. Why were people lying to me? Like, to me, I look like a freaking glow. Like, I look like a freaking, my whole face looked like a freaking disco ball. I already have oily skin, so I just look like, girl, I look bad. So this is a loose powder. This one is very messy. So it looks like that. It is super beautiful though. You can use this one. See, this is the one that's probably the most multi-functional one. Like, look at that. Can you guys even see that? Yeah, it's super glowy. So I would be careful with this one, because this one you will look like a disco ball if you could do too much. Yeah, it just basically, it's the natural of the natural. So not really that natural of the natural, but you guys get what I meant. It's like the closest to your skin tone. So if you are, like I said, not into that white look, this will work perfect. The other things you can use this for is also if you want body shimmer, you can put this in a spray bottle with a little bit of water, and it works just as good to spray over your body if you want that beach glistening type of thing. So yeah, I hope this helped. I know I can be kind of like all over the place. So I hope you enjoyed. If you will use any of these products, let me know in the comment section below if you're interested in using any of these products and you want me to explain something more, because my explaining is kind of horrible. I can do that for you. So I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.